Hi everyone, welcome to the channel dedicated to sharing the profound insights and wisdom of Andromedan contactee Alex Collier. If you're new here, you're in for a journey that expands your mind and consciousness, bringing you closer to understanding the messages from the fifth density Andromedan extraterrestrials. For those returning, we're grateful for your continued support. Before we dive into today's enlightening content, we have a small favor to ask. If you find value in the knowledge shared in this video, please consider hitting that like button, subscribing to our channel, and clicking the bell icon so you never miss an update. Your engagement helps us amplify Alex Collier's message, allowing us to reach a larger audience with these vital messages. We'd also love to hear from you, so please engage with the comments below. Whether it's a question, your thoughts, or even just an emoji for the sake of engagement, every comment counts. We read every single comment, and your feedback is incredibly valuable to us, as it all contributes to our mission of expanding this community. So please don't hesitate to leave your thoughts below. Additionally, if you'd like to support us further, consider giving a super thanks tip by clicking the heart with the $sign. This small gesture allows us to continue bringing you more of Alex's messages, unfiltered and directly from his lifelong experiences with the Andromedans. Today's video includes a compilation of several of the many important questions Alex Collier has received over the past few years, so please sit back, relax, and enjoy today's video.
My question for you is this. If I recall correctly, years ago, you said that many planets out in our galaxy were stuck in the same situation we are still in until they broke through the control they were under. Am I correct? If so, why are we the last planet to break free? Why and how were they able to break free before us? Why is it taking longer for us?
Okay. That's a presumption that it's longer for us. It's a huge presumption. We have no idea what the other planets have been through, the other solar systems have been through. We have no idea what they've been through or how long they went through their process. We don't know that. That's number one. Number two, was there a pecking order? I have no idea. Maybe the benevolence, the alliances began on the inside and worked their way out. Maybe it was just a matter of that was the strategy. We'll fix the ones closest to home, and then we'll work our way out. If that's what they did, it would make sense that we'd be the last, because we're at the very tail end of one of the spiral's arms of the galaxy. Okay, we're in the boonies. If there's another reason for it, I simply don't have that answer. I don't know. But to say, why is it taking so long for us? We may end up finding out one day that this was a shortcut compared to what some of the other groups had to go through to be freed. And there was intervention involved in every single one of those scenarios. There was a call for help. Now, even though here on the planet, most people don't ask for extraterrestrial help, which probably isn't appropriate, but there have been calls, there have been prayers, there is meditation for God to help, or Allah, or Buddha, or Jesus Christ to help us with this darkness. We've been asking for help. Maybe this is God's answer. He's sending everybody. He's sending everybody at once, the entire cavalry of spirit guides, gods, aliens, angels, He sent everybody in to help. Maybe that's what's going on. One day it'll become clear. But there comes a point in each one of us where if you truly believe in the Creator, you got to just trust. You got to trust. You just have to let go, let God. You just got to trust that it's going to be okay. And folks, it's going to be okay. We're not going to get nuked. It's not going to happen. Okay? That is not our destiny. We're going to be okay. It's just, we're going through some very, very serious stretch marks here. Some real growing pains. And I want to remind every single one of you that see this. The saving of the Republic of the United States of America is not about Donald Trump. It is not about the United States military. It's about all of us. It's about all of us, and it's about freedom surviving on planet Earth and being taking a permanent hold, roots in every country on this planet. A free humanity to be and to express itself in all of its divine love. That's what this is about. It's about the humanity. You understand? It's about us. It's not about the extraterrestrials, though they're here to help and to assist, showing brotherly love, sisterly love, which we in turn in the future will do ourselves to other civilizations as we begin to move out into space, whether it's fourth or fifth density. We will be in exactly those same roles some point in the future, helping others to help themselves. And when necessary, rescue. That's what it's about. When things happen horrible here, earth changes, tidal waves, hurricanes, what do? We help each other. Why? Because we're a humanity. We're a family. It's no different there. They see us as a family. They're not afraid of us. We're the ones who are scared of our own shadows 90% of the time. Okay, and that's all because of the conditioning we've been through with them fucking with our minds, with our belief systems, to keep us apart, to not unite, because united, they can't handle us whatsoever. We are uncontrollable to them, which is the way it should be. We should be uncontrollable to them. So, this is about us. This is about taking Earth's humanity, Terrans, to the next level. Those of us who choose not to come back into Earth bodies will go off and do something else in some other way, in some other physicality, physical form. But this humanity is unique, and it deserves this, and so does the planet. So does the Earth. What a remarkable place. Holy cow. What a remarkable planet we live on. She still has secrets. She still has secrets. It's awesome. It's awesome. Like any great woman, she still has secrets.
Alex, did malevolent ET races give Earth humans the idea to create fiat money to enslave us? Or did we come up with the idea ourselves? I know you said that alien races don't use money. Thanks.
No, they don't. um, specific races that are known for conquering, for enslaving. They teach this method, and it's relatively a brilliant strategy, actually. If you look at how it's structured, you invade a planet, whether overtly or covertly. If you do it covertly, everyone's living off the land. They're migrating. They have migrational patterns. They follow the food. They follow the good weather, the bad weather, etc. The seasons. Things change and they move around, but they live off the land, and there's usually plenty to live off of if you know what you're doing. What you do is you come in and you covertly establish a priesthood you have your aliens, and then you establish a priesthood of the indigenous people of the planet. And you say, okay, we're going to use you. You're going to be our go-betweens with the people, with the citizens of your races and your cultures. And you're going to be given special privileges. Now, we're going to be doing some things, and we don't want to be known, but what we're going to do is we're going to put you into prominent positions of power, and you're going to become kings and queens and lords and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, of your people. And your bloodline will be considered royalty, and your bloodlines will rule over these people for so many centuries, yada, yada, yada. And then you establish certain moral systems, maybe even a religion, and then a monetary system. Now, the thing that's interesting about a monetary system is that once you establish the monetary system and everybody buys into the monetary system, what happens is they don't migrate or live off the land. Now they're attracted to the big homes, the permanent homes, the cars, the vehicles, the spaceships, the nice clothes, technology. And what happens is you leave your self-reliance, you let that go for the pleasures of living in a different way. And everything about living in that different way is far more appealing than having to be completely self-reliant. And this way of living, this very wonderful, convenient way of living, only exists for you if you make money, if you have money to buy these gifts, these treasures, this technology, etc., etc., etc. So I'm making it a very, very basic thing, but ultimately what's happened is that the majority of the population gets trapped. It may take many, many centuries for this to occur, but it almost always does, because these regressive aliens bring in the whole package. They bring in the whole package. They bring in the currency, they bring in the belief systems, then they start introducing technology for the populace to use. They raise the awareness of the population by drawing them in to a paradigm, a mental paradigm that's being created for them by these holographically regressive extraterrestrials who create this paradigm, and you're drawn into it, and most don't ever know. They don't even know they're in it, because generation after generation are then born into this paradigm. They don't know any different. They were not around when the paradigm was first created. Okay? The only ones that end up getting free of this are those who are around at the end when the paradigm collapses on itself, which is where we are today on Earth. So, in a nutshell, all of this behavior was brought and taught to us. Wars, all those things. The Anunnaki taught us that. The satanic shit, that's the reptilians. That's the reptilians. Lack of empathy, the no compassion, no no regrets, no anything, virtually no emotional empathy whatsoever. We get that from the Greys. So it's all been learned behavior. We've been taught how to be broken. They broke us, and then they taught us how to stay broken, thinking that we were normal, that this was all normal, how we were all supposed to actually be as souls and beings. And now we're finding out that it's not. It's not. It's been a huge scam all along.
Last time you talked about how Ra overstepped several boundaries which caused a great deal of trouble for his father, and he was reprimanded, which only made his ire worse. Can you go into more detail on that? Also, what did Anu and Enlil do to piss him off so bad?
The Pyramid Wars were the result of Ra's actions. Essentially, to break down what caused the scenario, my understanding is that Anu, the Ishwish, or God, king, ruler of the Nibiru, had said that Enki would be given rulership of Earth. Now, we're not talking about rulership, but custodianship. And the sons were given custodianship of many different planets and civilizations and cultures in different planets, in different star systems. Because, this particular, the Nibiru system travels. It's not one solar system. It travels great distance, all the way to the Orion star system. And from there, it even goes further out. So when I say custodianship, there may be, let's say, 25 solar systems, all with different types of life in them, representing many different kinds of life forms that let's say, Enki would be custodian of. Earth was one of those. Enlil decided no, that wasn't going to happen. And so he talked his father out of reneging. And Ra lost his mind. He lost his mind. He thought it was an absolute slap in the face, a disgrace to his father and to the family. Now, if you look at the history of Enlil, never really was a friend to humanity ever. We were more of a bother. And that's just who he is as a being. That's just who he is. And my understanding is that he's always been that way with the other planets he's custodian of. Very short-tempered, very short on patience, and could get up one morning and just say, I'm sick of this bullshit, and just flip the planet, let the oceans do their thing, and then he starts over. That's kind of the guy that we're dealing with there. But you see, he is the bloodline prince of Anu. Enki was a mixed marriage. He's not full bloodline. It's complicated. So Ra took a stand. He took a stand. It didn't go well for him. It didn't go well for the family either. But you have to admire him taking a stand. You do. They were wronged. Humanity was wronged. I'm convinced we probably would have been in better shape had it been the other way around. But that's just not what happened, and that's part of history. And I am sure at some point in the future, that's all going to come to light, and we may even be blessed to have the Nibiru and or members of their managerial team, the Anunnaki, give us the true history and lay it all out for us at some point in the future. We'll have to see. There's an awful lot going on. Part of that pyramid war also involved the Middle East, the ruins in Africa, some valleys in India where nuclear weapons were used. There were other areas of the planet where there's nothing but sand now that were demolished. Cities were destroyed. It didn't go well. It didn't go well. And unfortunately, humanity bore the brunt of it. But our will and our desire to thrive, to live, to continue, is nothing short of remarkable. We always manage at some point, somehow, some way to pick up the pieces and move forward. And that's to our credit. So, okay, that's all I can say on that for now.
What role do the aliens have in the Great Awakening, and which ones are participating?
I'm going to answer this question in this way. And my hesitation is not that I can't answer the question fully. It's just that we are, in fact, in a war. So let me just answer the question with information that's already out there. One, they're assisting us in removing regressive off-world energies or physical beings. This assistance is greatly appreciated and greatly needed because we don't really know our enemy. We know about them, but we don't really know them the way other off-worlders do. So having them assist us, and in most cases be on point, and to allow us to engage with them in the takedown or the clearing out of specific nests is not only educational, but it's also empowering for us as well. Should in the future humanity have to do this again, either here or somewhere else. Because, humanity, we're going to migrate off Earth. Not all of us, but we are. We're going to expand our physical realm. It's just the way of it. Two, aside from that, is the ability to help protect those of us on the surface. There is a great deal of protection surrounding the planet than anyone could possibly imagine. And a lot of that has to do with biochemicals, space debris. Remember, we're moving through the galactic plane, which is a massive asteroid field. Everybody keeps forgetting that. They talk about this comet and that comet. We're going through a debris field, a years and years long debris field. And, we're getting a lot of help with that already. Let's not lose sight of that there's some plowing of the road going on to assist us and to buy us this time that we need for humanity's consciousness to come to a place where, we drop the fear and we become like children again, full of wonder, and we want to know. And we begin to explore not just ourselves, but the entire world around us and the galaxy, where we begin to hunger for more knowledge instead of just, focusing on our block, our street, in our neighborhood, and that's all we see. We don't see anything else. There is also a lot of work going on in the dream state. There are a lot of people who travel naturally. When they go to sleep, their spirit leaves their body and they travel. All of that needs to be in a controlled environment, a protected environment. Especially now, because we're in a war and we do not know our enemy. We just don't. There's also a great deal of assistance that is going on in off-the-shelf programs, black budget programs, special access programs, where there is a conversation and interaction going on regarding technology that we have been reverse engineering. Now, it is our way to take a piece of technology, and the first thing we want to do is make a weapon out of it. And we've done that. We've done that. But the same piece of technology that's now a weapon can be used in a multiple of other ways that assist and help humanity. So there is an educational process that is occurring to shift the mindset of the military-industrial complex to a humanity assistance project or program. And the big key to that is establishing a relationship based on trust so that the military-industrial complex loses the fear and begins to migrate back to their true essence, to their humanity, so that they can become a part of humanity again and not separated from, and and to take all of those resources and begin to assist in ways that help humanity, that make us grow, become more healthy, more prosperous, more wise in many, many different ways. And it's a mindset. Because once this technology comes out, once the secret space program is no longer secret, once we begin to see the Star Trek technology, the youth on this planet are going to look at these people, these men and women and others that are part of this program, and they're going to idolize, like what happened in the 60s with the astronauts. And here in the United States, the Soviet Union, all these kids are going to want to be astronauts. Well, these have to be really solid role models. And during this transition, you want to flush out the bad ones. There is a cleansing that is occurring in these programs. So there's a lot of that as well going on. Also, there are a lot more contactees on this planet than most people would even imagine. Their role is to come forward at some point and to share their personal experiences. And as others step back and step away, others come forward and share their perspective and their experiences and their knowledge. And that's just the way of it. That's the way it's meant to be. So there's a lot of support going on in that arena as well. I mean, there's so much going on, folks. It's just like, wow. I mean, if you just look to the right, you're going to miss a ton of shit on the left. And if you look to the left, you're going to miss everything on the right. That's how much is going on. But the media just has you looking at this little window of nonsense That's all it is. It's nonsense. It's just noise to keep you distracted.
Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you found it insightful, please like the video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so you don't miss out on future updates. If you have any questions relating to today's video, please also leave them below. We read all the comments and take on board what our viewers have to say about Alex Collier's work. Remember, your support helps Alex Collier's knowledge and the messages from the Andromedans reach more people. If you'd like to support the channel even more, you can give us a super thanks tip by clicking the heart icon with a $sign. It really helps our team bring you more content. Also, be sure to visit alexcollier.org to sign up for our regular email newsletter. It's the best way to stay updated with the latest news, exclusive content, and upcoming live webinars. For the latest insights from Alex Collier, check out alexcollier.live. And if you want to explore over 250 past webinars, head over to alexcollier.tv. Thank you for being a part of this journey and supporting Alex Collier's work. We couldn't do this without you, and we're genuinely grateful for your support. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the vast mysteries of our universe. If you would like to see the Andromedan contactee Alex Collier live via video stream, we hold a live online seminar every Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. For more information on upcoming live webinars, please visit alexcollier.org.